You done fucked it up! Hey guys, DEK here with the DEK review show. And if you've seen the intro, I am disappointed. So, this is going to be Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'm not going to have any spoilers in this. Now, I did play this on the Xbox One X, not the Series X. I played on current gen. And I'm gonna be honest, this game does not feel optimized whatsoever for current gen. It feels like they put a lot of stuff into it and made this for next gen and then ported it over. So, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is a lot of fun. It's very fast paced. However, it is a stuttering pile of unoptimized shit on the Xbox One. So let's go ahead and begin with Zombies. Zombies has one map, if you do not include the Dead Ops Arcade 3 top-down shooter thing. The map is fun, but you will discover where everything is after your first game or two, which is not bad. You can optimize your fun and everything. However, I feel like there should have been a little bit of variety to that. At least a second map, a third map. I don't understand why we get, 4 zombie maps for the entirety. At least give us some of the old ones, or redo some of the old ones, Just throwing in like an extra. But yeah, it's 2 maps. Now, if you play Black Ops 3, it's very similar as like the zombies. I would, however, consider this a preschool version. In Black Ops 3, you were terrified about the zombies, and when you shot them, it did not look like they did damage, especially with the big guys. They're all in this, the dogs are in this, but they go down like butter. Like, you just super quickly kill them. Now, in multiplayer, the multiplayer does have some creative maps. The maps do resemble some older ones, and they have a lot of game modes with a lot of different kind of stuff. So this feels like a lot of Battlefield kind of feelings to this, but you still got the Call of Duty style that they're known for. Like there's Armada, which is a pretty cool ship map. It's kind of like hijacked. Cartel is a very overplayed Cuba map. So is Moscow. Those maps are always picked. They were the ones in the beta. Satellite was also one in the beta. It looks a lot like the Red Planet on Battlefront 2, but that's not a gripe. That's an awesome map. There is Checkmate, which basically feels like the plane in a warehouse. Now, plane is the Rainbow Six Siege map, and it looks like that map. There's also Garrison in Miami, which are really fun. There's also, I believe it's called Crackdown. Now that's the map where they say it's brand new, it's never been seen before, it's in Cold War. However, if you bring it side by side with WMD from the original Black Ops, it feels like that map and looks like that map. And that's not a bad thing. Like, that map is amazing. I love that map. It's a shame they didn't remake that map like they did Fire Range and Nuketown and all that stuff. Saying what, I think it's on the 25th of this month, they are releasing Nuketown 84, which is going to be an awesome 1984 version of Nuketown. You can't go wrong with Nuketown. It's always fun. A lot of killing and stuff in it. Now, let's go ahead and get to the issues. The campaign. So the campaign seems very interesting and unique. It does have some feelings of like the original with the numbers. However, it doesn't quite hit that mark that the original did. The original was very psychological, and it makes you think. Stuff you thought was happening didn't happen. And although this isn't the same issues with this game, it does kind of never hit that level. They do have a new collectible, so in other Call of Duties you walk around and look for intel. In this game you look for evidence. Evidence is a new collectible that allowed you to read suspects and stuff like that for side missions. So you can do a couple side quests in this game when you go to the Billington board and campaign. And it'll give you like a list of 10 people, and you choose 3 of them that are bad guys, basically. And you choose which ones. And the evidence that you collect in the other levels helps you out with finding what is what. So I really like that. It's a really cool thing. These side missions do usually feature Mason and Woods. You do get some like little kickbacks from the original when you play as Mason. Overall, I really like that. It's really cool. Now, this game does not feel optimized for current gen. Just because it's very choppy and the frame rate tanks hard. I think this could be fixed with patches, but there's no reason why it should have released the way it did. Now, this happens at both offline and online while you're playing campaign or multiplayer. I have to mention that because I streamed the entire full choppy campaign. You can see in the gameplay that it's smooth a lot of the time, but when it gets to the cutscenes and like you can tell the really detailed areas and when stuff is on screen, it really tanks hard. I believe this is an issue with the Xbox One X, as it doesn't feel like an Xbox One X game. It feels like this game was supposed to be for the Series X. And that's kind of the big issue. Now, that's also kind of the issue of why I don't feel this campaign is as strong as the first Black Ops. Because the campaign, I feel like, really could have been amazing. But when this thing is choppy and the frame rate goes out and in, and when you punch somebody on your audio, because the audio sounds fine, but then when you're watching the guy pull up and he's not even out of his vehicle yet, and you just heard the entire cutscene, so now you have to sit there in silence as it goes 5 frames per second to catch up, or it kind of like speeds real quick and catches up. It really takes you out of that moment, and it really harms it. I do want to play this game again on the Series X, or after they do the patches. I am that interested. I think it is that good. It's just I could not get into all the screw ups and the frame rate issues with this game. Now I did have to stop streaming it because the quality was that bad. The streaming didn't really help. The issues were still there when I wasn't streaming. I played for about 30 hours. My console did shut off 5 times as like a hard shut off where everything just went black on it. I heard this was an issue with the Series X as well. Now this happened twice in campaign, twice in multiplayer, and once in zombies. It really sucked when that happened. Also with the frame rate and stuff, I have checked to make sure that, you know, my internet was good. I had everything hooked up Ethernet, made sure it was running, made sure everything was off as far as unhooked to the network. And then I also made sure, you know, everything was golden. I have gigabyte internet. It should be great. But the issue was there still, and the issue was even there when I wasn't on the internet streaming. Which that was horrible. Now, this game had a chance to become an 8 out of 10. I really feel like this could be an 8 out of 10. And who knows, if you're playing this on PlayStation 5 or Series X, this game may be an 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, depending on how many crashes you are dealing with on Series X. But I'm going to have to give this one of my lowest scores I've ever given a game, just because it takes you out of the moment so much. And to like a content creator or someone who's trying to be a content creator, not being able to stream this game or actually even play this game without all the frame rate issues, it really takes you out of the story. And for someone who plays for the story, I really have to give this a 4 out of 10. I know it's disappointing, it's a low score. A 5 out of 10 is average. We don't do the IGN scale. The IGN scale is stupid. A average game is 5 out of 10. That's where you'd put like Watch Dogs at, for an example. A 10 out of 10 is not perfect, but it's a pretty damn good game. That's where you get stuff like Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption. 1 out of 10 is just unplayable, it won't turn on kind of thing. So I have to give this a 4 because of the frame rate. Like I said, I do believe this is probably a 7 or an 8 on the next gen consoles on PS5 or Series X. However, I did not play it on those, so I cannot give a review for those. But on the Xbox One X, like I'm not even using the Xbox One or the S. I'm using the most powerful Xbox One console, the One X. And it's a 4 out of 10. I just can't get over those issues that we have in the game. Now, I did play about 30 plus hours. The story mode is about 10 hours, I would say. Well, probably not that. It's probably between 5 and 8 hours, if I be honest. Because I think I played for 3 hours this time. I played for 2.5 that time. It is going to be different depending on what you do. And it does have choices in this game, which I really liked. So you can actually choose what you say, what you do. It changes the outcome. There's like 10 different endings. It shows on achievements and stuff you can get. I really like that thing. I just hope that you could see it, but you can't because of the frame rate. Hopefully they keep that in the game for further stuff. So if you go about 8 hours for campaign, and also depending on the difficulty you play on, of course veteran is going to be the one difficulty you want for the challenge. The rest of my time I played a good, 12 hours in zombies and another like 18-20 hours in multiplayer. Unfortunately, like the stream was so choppy, I was like, I can't upload it to YouTube. I just can't. It looked that bad. You can go see it. Like, you could see in the campaign, in my story missions, how bad it is when it goes to cutscenes and stuff. But if you want to see like the multiplayer and how it's skipping real bad, you can head over to Twitch and see it. That's what all this like glitchy is on the screen. It's because it's trying to catch up with itself. But yeah, man, I was really looking forward to this game, especially since they bring back like a story like Black Ops, and then for it to just end up being the way it did. I don't know, it's really disappointing to me. I was really let down by this game. I'll have to get it in the future. Hopefully they patch this. But I was getting really into it until those cutscenes come and it just ruins the moment. Well, that's what I'm going to do, guys. 4 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think about this game down below. Did you enjoy it? Are you having these issues? I hope you're not, but I hope you're not having these issues. Because at the end of the day, I just want you to be fun, have fun, and be happy that you bought this game. But I will see you all later. And don't forget to game like a god. See ya.